Oh, I can hear you now. I think that there's no music.
Sorry?
Oh, I can hear you. Like there's no more music.
Oh, yeah, no, it's gone. And I also think they can hear us.
Good to know. Oh God. Be right back.
Oh, be right back.
Hi, everyone.
That's not what we wanted. Good morning, everybody. We are talking about 12 days promotions today. And hopefully we won't go too deep into it, but hopefully you feel a little bit inspired by something that we're doing with our community. And if you want to take those ideas and get yourself some leads, and maybe you'll luck out and get some sales too. So now, total transparency, we have our 12 days running right now. So you can grab that at the link below, spreadsheetables.com/12 days. And honestly, Andrea and I just came out of like a huge launch for us. Black Friday, we quadrupled our sales from last year. It was good because we were able to like kind of templatize what we're doing and hopefully do some things differently next year, but also like improve on the things that really went well. And it was just a whirlwind. But we're really excited about the 12 days because this is like purely just giving back to you guys for being in this community. You guys maybe had followed us along for a little bit now. And the 12 days is like you're literally getting a free gift every day from us. It could be a PLR spreadsheet. It could be icons. It could be resources, all centered around goal setting for 2025 and being able to do something with those spreadsheets. So being able to sell them or provide them to your community. So that's what we are excited about. But then also we will get into just showing you a little bit about what we're doing and how we set that up in a Google Sheet, because we are obsessed with Google Sheets. And I think Andrea came up with this last year. We don't see anybody doing this. It's kind of a really cool idea. So if you want to take that idea and run with it, that is cool too. All right. Oh, and if we haven't met before, I always just assume we all know each other here, but my name is Melinda and this is Andrea, and we run Spreadsheetables, where we teach you guys to create and monetize Google Sheets. And monetize is in all sorts of different ways. I think a lot of people assume you sell them on Etsy, but that's not the only thing that you can do. People do have their own online shops, but then also they're integrating it into courses and webinars, membership programs, anywhere where you can add some further value to what you're already teaching your audience. And then also using it for generating leads, because Google Sheets are so valuable to people that we find that the conversion to get leads is very good. And yeah, we can show you a little bit about what happened last year. I can't remember the numbers, if we got like 800 leads last year. But first off, I will show you what it looks like. So when you guys go to that link that we shared with you guys today, you're going to land on a landing page, and then you're going to click a button, and it's going to go over to this Google Sheet. You can already see there's a bunch of people in here now grabbing their gifts. So you want to run over there. You'll notice that the gifts unlock here. So you'll notice this one's locked because it unlocks December 10th. And so on. So we've got our 12 days of gifts here. When you click here, it's going to go into a opt-in page. You can see the gift for today is like a goal setting one. And then you can just fill out your information and it'll get sent right to you. So go and check that out. And Andrea sent out, was it yesterday, about the affiliates, Andrea?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome. So if you are an affiliate, or if you're not, you can go ahead and sign up where, Andrea?
Spreadsheetables.com/affiliate. I'm going to enter.
Yeah, perfect. We see already people jumping on that yesterday and this morning, and we've had a few emails asking some questions. So feel free to give us a shout, and we can explain everything. But Andrea laid it out really clearly in the email that went out to you guys. about this promotion. So you can participate in it too and send people over to the 12 days. So check that out
Yeah,
for sure.
the affiliate, I actually create a whole spreadsheet for the affiliates only. It has like a dashboard. You have all the information, like the email swipe copy. You have graphics, like we created mock-ups for you guys for reels, stories, social media posts, and we normally people give those things to you as like a just a a PNG or a JPEG or like PDF or whatever. We actually made them available as a template, so you can change the wording if you need. Maybe the way you speak to your audience is different the way that we speak to our audience. So, and just to be clear, those are templates that we are using ourselves to promote the 12 days. But the good thing about this promotion, we wanted to make sure the affiliates got all of the resources because it is free value, you guys. It is free value. And no matter if your audience is people, that are selling spreadsheets, or if they're business owners or not, there is a lot of value in there because the I can reveal all the gifts, right? So, but like Mel said, the gifts are geared towards you achieving your goals in 2025. So this is good for everybody, really. And the first day, we already have, it's a goal planner. It's really important that you set your goals and you make sure that you are achieving your goals and you are rewarding yourselves when you achieve that goal. So this is a spreadsheet that can be used by anybody. So when you share the 12 days with your audience, they get a lot of value from that. We actually had a lot, even people that, again, full disclosure here, the thank you page leads to upselling the VIP membership, right? If they are interested in spreadsheets and if they're interested in reselling them or using their offers. But last year when we ran this, even the people that didn't convert or that weren't interested in becoming a VIP, they got so much value from our free gifts that it was really successful. So again, this we put all the resources if you are an affiliate. If you're not yet, you can sign up on that link and then go share that with your audience. And then you do get commissions, if they purchase anything within that funnel that we have. So they get the free gifts and then they go to the VIP page and then we have like bump orders and all those things. And it's really cool because you guys get you guys get commissions as an affiliate on all of our products that we have in that funnel. So just go check it out.
Amazing. Yeah, I think you have a good point there about even though it goes to the sales page, if you guys are running something like this yourself, we find this is a huge lead generating activity and we teach it or we use it as such. If we get a sale, like awesome, it's kind of like a bonus in there. And that's a little bit of the difference between like some of our other promotions. So we're setting our goals a little bit differently. You guys can join in to this one and see how we've run it, where we have these opt-ins. So every day we switch out these pictures and then the links. And then, like Andrea said, it goes through to our sales page. And even if people aren't converting right away on those first few days, sometimes by day 12, they're like jumping on it, right? Because they've kind of gotten to know us over that time period and then they're on board. So go and check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What was I going to show you guys? Oh, if you guys are a VIP, you can go in and check out the lead magnet formula. I have a template in there that breaks down exactly how this whole thing is set up. And we've got instructions and different spreadsheet templates that you can use for yourselves if you're interested in going that route. And the other thing, I was going to show you guys did I close it? Oh, this was our numbers last year. Andre, did you put it in like newer numbers in that launch planner or no? Is this what we have for?
Let me see.
So full disclosure, we've been trying to keep track of how these things perform so that we can, make improvements, things like that. And this is what I put together last year of the 12 days of giveaways. But then when we went back and looked, it looked like we might have had, I think, a little bit more than what I have recorded here.
Yeah, I can show you real quick.
But I was brand new to Funnel Gorgeous, like the system. So maybe I pulled my numbers in a different way.
Yeah.
But basically, from last year, we had about 2,000 subscribers. Unique subscribers was 364. The like immediate revenue during that time was almost $900, and then we added $400 in monthly recurring revenue. So not a bad little launch for doing these 12 days. It's quite a bit of a setup, but we got a lot of subscribers. And then this year we are adding to that. So we put out some advertising to see if we can bring in a new audience. This is promoted to our warm audience, which is our email list, and then a cold audience, which would be people coming in from the advertising that we have. So we didn't even, did we set a target for this year? I think you did in the launch planner.
Yeah, let me show real quick the one that we have from last year. It shows actually the here, hold on. It shows the performance. Oh, it shows the performance from the actual entire funnel. So this was our landing page. So this is the landing page. This was the one that they first came in, right? That's the /12 days link that we have today. And then each day, as they click on the spreadsheet, right? So the spreadsheet, so this landing page leads to the spreadsheet. And each day on the spreadsheet leads to these days right here in the funnel. So we only track unique visitors numbers. So we had 503 people come in to the landing page for the day one, right? So they went to the spreadsheet, and then on day one, they clicked and they landed in here. And out of this, these people opted in to get the gift. So this here on the side actually shows our conversion rate for that page, which means out of the people that clicked on those links, these are the people that signed up to get the gift. So those are pretty good conversion rate. We even have it 100% here. I was like impressed with this one. This is the I can tell you. Never mind. But this is like the to close up the whole 12 days is like the best gift that we have. Heads up. I almost said what the gift was. But anyways, so then, these are pretty high conversion rates. And then out of those, so we had 831 people total, right? So we counted this number right here. And then we sold 10. What is it? What is this number coming from? 10 VIPs. Oh, I think we had annual. We sold annuals too.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so this is the total revenue, and then a conversion rate for the orders. So this in here is the conversion rate for the opt-ins, and this here is the conversion rate for the funnel, which the people that upgraded to VIP, which is pretty low compared to what we had this past Black Friday. So we're comparing the thing. We're kind of tracking the numbers, sort of like the way we did Black Friday, but Black Friday we didn't have any lead magnet, right? So our first Black Friday, our conversion rate was 4%, around 4%. Now this Black Friday, our conversion rate was almost 13%. It was 12.7, I think, something like that. So it jumped like really high. So we're really excited to see, if our efforts, because since then, back then, when we had our lead, the 12 days running, we hadn't, our audience was all over the place, right? We hadn't narrowed down who we were talking to. Our messaging was a mess. So we kind of like just, we're shooting all over the place. And then now we narrowed it down. We already have those people, in our email list or in our Facebook group. They know who we are. We already established our brand, and we're more prepared this time. So it will be interesting to see, and we'll share with you guys after to see if this number goes any higher than this.
Yeah, it will be interesting too, because the campaigns are very different. Like Black Friday is structured to, because you're not likely to have a cold audience person. Like you can have the Black Friday, but to us, the Black Friday is like targeting the people that have been with us. They've been ready to buy. They've been kind of waiting. waiting to be asked.
Right,
So,
right. They were
um,
signing up for the waitlist to purchase, right? This one they're getting the free gift. So it is different in that way. But like I said, the Black Friday, 4% to 12%, that was a jump. And that's because we kind of like prepped our audience, beforehand.
yeah, I think that's something we didn't touch enough on base last Monday is that we were like warming up that audience for a whole year, right? Since like last
Yeah.
Black Friday or like throughout the whole year of doing lives and
Yeah.
emails and all of those things. What was I going to say? Oh, the cool thing about the affiliate program though is, or any affiliate program is, when you're part of our community and you love what we offer and you share it with your community with like a warmer audience, you might actually get a better conversion rate than we will with our own,
Yeah.
because we're heavily targeting cold audience. If you're an affiliate sharing it, your audience is like warmer, ready to buy, that kind of thing. So that will be interesting to see, because we didn't have that last year with the affiliate program. So we'll see how that affects the numbers too.
Yeah. Tracy asked if we're pulling that information from Google Analytics. We are pulling this from we use Funnel Gorgeous, which is a white label from High Level. So they have their analytics setting in the funnels.
Yeah, it's very manual, I find, to gather that data. Like Google Analytics is great for data and a couple other platforms, but there's a lot of other platforms that don't have like a really good in-house stats like program to be pulling, even like a lot of like e-commerce platforms and things. And then the other trick is they want you to pay for the apps to upgrade your reporting and that kind of stuff. So I love Funnel Gorgeous, but I find it's like very manual on
Yeah.
that side of things.
Yeah, I would love to. That's on my to-do list, to learn Google Analytics and how to install everything in the tags and all that stuff. It's very complex, but I mean, once it works, you're all set.
Yeah, I used to go in and check
That
mine like every
data.
day. I'd be like obsessed with it. I love it. Having all the numbers ready, where when we want numbers, we kind of have to like dig
Yeah.
and put them in a sheet for now.
Yeah. Right. Well, we could, if we can figure out the Google Analytics, we can actually automatically have it pull into the sheet, which is
True.
but I don't understand the Google Analytics yet. I understand spreadsheet, not the other part.
I do, but just time. Time is always an issue. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I don't know if you guys are giving 12 days promotions a try this year. You can drop a comment below or let us know if you have any questions. Is there anything else we wanted to cover today? I think that's about it. This is going to run till next Friday. So you have until then to grab the gifts, but they do disappear at a certain point. So hurry in there and grab them before they're gone.
She said she has Go High Level.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, I can. Wait, is there anything to show? Because I can show her the funnel page real quick. Hold on. Let me share the screen real quick. I can show you where to go.
While you're looking for that, Sky has a great question. Yes, these are available up front for VIPs. They're already in the vault. I think I even last year started tagging them with like 12 days. If you look that up, I'll double check that after this call. But then also I'm going to send you guys the actual spreadsheet, but with the links without the opt-in. So you guys can go and grab them out of the vault. They're already there. I'll organize them for you so you can grab them.
Yeah. Tracy, so this is where we look for the stats in the funnel. So this is the same funnel that we ran last year. And then you have the stats right here. It's a little tab. Just click in there, and then you will change over here to the date to show, whatever period you want to search. And then just click confirm, and then you should pull the data in here. So it's really simple, but it's you do have to put that information somewhere if you want to keep looking at it. or at least for comparison. I mean, I liked, because if you know, like we were doing the numbers, comparing, last year to this year, then you have to keep switching the dates, and then anyways, it was easier to just put in the spreadsheet, and then we have that number, because the numbers from last year won't change, right? So then this year, we can just enter the numbers in there and then compare, do the comparison. And it's fun to just see, you have you can put it in graphics and make charts and make it pretty. It's just fun to learn. I don't know, we love to nerd out on numbers. I told Mel, I was like, is it over yet, so we can look at the numbers? We're excited.
Yeah, it's going to tell us a lot about like comparing to Black Friday and the audiences and our messaging
Yeah.
and all of those things, and even the affiliates.
Mhm.
That's like a whole new thing that we've offered for the 12 days. So
Yeah, for sure.
lots of fun, lots of stuff to record and keep track of for next year.
Yeah, we're refining this. So we're using the same planner also, that the launch planner that we used for Black Friday. We kind of like adjusted for the 12 days, because we found ourselves like, we had spreadsheets last year, but they were all spread it all over the place. So we just kind of like centralized everything in this launch planner. And then when we're finding this again, this is one spreadsheet that has been requested by the VIPs for a while now, right? The launch planner. And we just, there's just so many moving pieces to, the launch, and people do things differently too. But I wanted to make sure we had like at least the main things, which is like email, the social media, right? So it's an important part, even though we lack at that still. But now, like this time, we're scheduling stuff ahead. We have graphics, so we have a lot of stuff. So it's all in there. So yeah, we are if and we it worked for us on Black Friday, and then we're just making sure that it works for this launch also, which is a different kind of launch, right? It's the lead magnet launch. That one was a sales launch. This one's a lead magnet launch, right? With the conversion in the end, hopefully. But that's not the goal for this one. It just really is to give back and collect leads, really. But
Yeah.
if this launch planner works for that in Google Sheets, like it worked for us on Black Friday, then we're going to be sharing that. I have to prep that everything and pack everything up, but then hopefully in January we'll have that ready for you guys.
Awesome. Another point I should bring up is when we started talking about doing 12 days again, we were talking about revamping and doing all new gifts. And Andrea and I got talking, and this is a point for you guys too, if you're offering some sort of promotion, to always go back to your audience. Who are you targeting? Because we realized this promotion is for like that cold audience, or like maybe they're slightly warm and they haven't really seen much of our content. So in that case, we decided that we're going to keep all of what we did last year, keep all the gifts. We put in like a ton of work and the mock-ups and the write-ups and all of those things for those gifts. Why change it all if we're targeting a new audience? So I hope that makes sense to you guys to think about those things. Obviously, if we were targeting a warm audience or like people that have been with us for a while, we would have revamped things, but that wasn't the intention. So if you're in there and they're like, hey, they're the same, that's why, because we were targeting new people with this.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah. And I mean, our group, like, more than double the size, our email list more than double the size. And we actually, like always, we always had the last minute people come in and be like, oh my gosh, you guys close this, because they see, right, the posts in the group, and they see so they're like, oh my gosh, you closed it already, I didn't have time to download it. I was like, sorry, see you again next year. So if you missed the last year, we brought the gifts back. But yeah, that was a good point. It would be a lot of work, number one, to redo all the gifts, and then you know we just decided this time to do something different for the VIPs, and for
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I think also it freed up time to focus on the other things, because we're trying to, build a launch planner and
Yeah.
templatize things for next year. We're
Yeah.
constantly trying to make things easier for ourselves so that we can focus on our members and focus on creating sheets, because that's what we really like to do. So yeah, making your business easier, right? Not making things hard on yourselves.
Yeah.
So sometimes,
Templates, guys, templates. We've learned that templates,
yeah,
especially this year, it's really fun to go back and be like, we already had this. We just have to update a date or something, and maybe the wording. The wording is fine to go in and adjust the wording. Um, but it's so much easier, guys. And yeah,
Yeah,
when you
even
have
me.
everything in one place, you just, and this is why we created the launch planner this way, because next year we can just go in, all the links are in there, all the planning is in there, all the social media strategy is in there, all the social media graphics are going to be in there, because last year we didn't have anything. We had like a one image that we shared over and over and over again, right? So then this year is a little bit different. um, so we're just excited about that.
Yeah, awesome. And all the emails too are in there,
Oh
which
yes.
are like from last year, but again, not redoing all the gifts has freed up time to like really focus and make those emails better now, because they're all like in the automation, but we have to go back and make some little tweaks and make them better. So
Yeah, so
yeah.
that's another thing too. I will show real quick. So just saying about the number. So we are using the same, hold on. We're using the same funnel, right? We're using the same everything. Same gift, same funnel, same everything. And then here we linked the workflows that we had from last year. So we had the funnel, and then we have the workflows for the gift reminders, and then we had the gift deliver workflows, which is when people click on the spreadsheet that goes to landing page that goes to deliver the gift. So all of that was already pre-built. So I can show you if I click in here for you guys. Oh, it's gonna open the whole thing. Hold on. I'm gonna open this one. Because you can see there's another thing too. We grabbed the numbers from last year because they're gonna fall into the same workflow. So here you can see 12 days opt-in workflow. Nope, that's not what I meant. The gift delivery, this one. Okay, so here is the emails that they're going to, land and then getting here. And then if you see here, um, this was created all last year. So we collected these numbers over here, the total enrolled, and then we put it in our planner, the gift delivery stats. And this is the people that actually opted in last year. So then this year, for example, last year we had 326 opt-in for day one. And then now we have what? Where'd it go? We already have 324, so that means that we're actually had 100 new people already opted in, and like we just released this like this morning. So that number will go in here, so we can tell the difference, and we can see, okay, so this year this performed better. Why? Like, what did we change? And this is where you change your strategies and you adapt things, and you want to make it better. You want to make sure that data doesn't lie, right? Sometimes we're like, we put so much thought into maybe a sales page, or maybe a strategy, or maybe a social media graphic, and you think it's gonna blow up and it's gonna be amazing, and it doesn't, right? So then you're emotionally attached to that thing, that piece, that creation that you had, and it flopped, right? So like this doesn't lie. Okay, so if this year here we had less people opt in than last year, we're gonna be like, okay, why? What did we do different? Why did this one flop? Right? So, and detach your emotions from everything if you want to grow as a business. Otherwise, you're doomed. Business things in business, like you're always adapting, you're always adjusting your strategies. If you sit still and you're just like, but I love this so much, why do other people like? It's okay, just move on, shake it, get up, shake it off, and move on and keep going. So this is why we like really keeping everything in this spreadsheet now. And this is something that we didn't do last year. We had nothing. Like Mel, the data that Mel showed us, she took like a long time putting all the data together because she wanted to do like a debrief on the 12 days that we just had to create the lead magnet module that we have in the course, in the membership. But it was like spread it all over the place. And now if you ask us, okay, so what were your leads last year, now we have the numbers, right? What was your conversion rate? This is important. The conversion rate is important, and it's also important because you want to make sure that you're uh, doing projections, right? So for the 12 days next year, what are we going to do? So if we convert at X% this year, what are we going to do different, like how much are we targeting, what size of audience do we need to convert that same amount of people to reach your revenue goal, right? So it's a whole thing bundled up, and there's a lot of moving pieces, but if you keep everything in one place, it's going to be much easier for you, and then your strategists you can work around and make that work for you. Anyways, that was a mumbo jumbo. I get so excited to talk about numbers that sometimes in my head it's just like, those things like floating in your head, and like you're just like, oh, and then there's this and then there's that. Maybe it's my ADHD brain, I don't know. It's all over
Uh,
the place, my thoughts.
no, it's all good. I love that. And we had got talking about like having a calculator to work backwards from all of this, right? So we had Black Friday and we see how it performed. We knew how many was on the email list and the wait list. And like, okay, so if we reverse that and say, if we made 40,000 this year and we want to make like 100,000 next year, how many people do we need on our email list? How many people do we need on our wait list to get to those targets? Hopefully, ideally, with a certain conversion rate, right? So taking the conversion rate that we had this year, and then assuming we can perform the same next year, maybe it'll be lower, maybe it'll be higher, but I like being able to know those numbers, and then you can project things. I always think projections are very hard and people talk about them, but if you don't have previous data, it's very hard to do those.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
every business is different. Some are going to have higher opt-ins and conversions than others. So
Yeah.
yeah. Tracy, this has to be the greatest lead magnet ever. I
Yeah.
love it. And you know what? As Andrea was talking about having some things flop, the 12 days is really cool because if something doesn't pique somebody's interest one day, there's so much happening in those 12 days that like you're going to be interested in something. So you're going
Yeah.
to grab somebody in there.
Yeah, this is why we put the numbers together for the days, right? How many people opted in on those days? Because if we had 400 people sign up on this day and 50 people signed up on this day, maybe next year we'll change, the lead magnet from the one that we had lower. It means people were not interested in that, right? It didn't catch their attention enough for them to give their emails in exchange for the gift, right? They didn't want it. So yeah.
Yeah. And last year it really like dropped off, right? There was a lot of people at the start and then it dropped off. And then I think a lot of people opted in like the last day.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we didn't even like email people. I think we sent out like 2 emails, which was like, it was so intense creating like the 12 days and all the gifts that we didn't even like promote it very well. So that's something we've done differently this year and why we kept the gifts. So, okay, like let's have those emails actually reminding people every day to, hey, go in and grab your gift. With a partial unsubscribe. So if they don't want to do that anymore, they can opt out, but still get all of our other emails. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we can keep people's interest longer in this one and opting in for more with those emails that we've put in place.
Yeah.
And then we'll also use those emails as a way for people to get to know us a little bit. So not salesy, but kind of just, getting to know each other and what we do here at Spreadsheetables. So
Yes, for sure. Yeah, this is what we that's actually a good idea to see. Maybe I'll put those numbers like side by side in the timeline because in the timeline and the launch planner, we have the email that is going out that day. We have the Facebook group that post that is going out, the Instagram post that is going out. Maybe I'll create a new column in there to enter how many leads we had that opted in that day, and then how many sales we had that day. Maybe I'll add those 2 columns in there because then next year we can be like, okay, this day, was better. Maybe, and then we can go in and see like what did we post on Instagram that day? What did we post on Facebook that day? What email? How did we word the email that day? The days that had higher opt-ins or higher leads, like what was the lead magnet? What made the convert more, right? So that would be interesting to see too. So I'll add that feature to the planner as well.
awesome. All right.
Oh.
I think that's about it. Sky is asking, can the launch planner be customized for any other type of launch? Yes. I feel like Andrea and I could take like a lot of spreadsheets and like flip them into almost anything. So that's why I'm always like, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it depends. Like depends
But
on
what
what
kind of other launch though? I don't understand the part. Like what, like a launch is a launch. You're taking something and you're putting in front of people, right? Something that you made and then you're launching it to the world. It could be a lead magnet launch, which is the 12 days. It could be a sales launch, which was the Black Friday, right? It will change the product that you promote, but a launch is a launch, I think, right? Unless I'm like, what kind? If Sky, if you're there still, if you want to let us know, like what other kind of launches there would be that way, because I can elaborate my answer based on that. But I think like a launch is a launch. You launch and you want to market, right?
and track sales and
Right.
have
Yeah.
a
You want to track
central,
your
we're
effort.
treating it like a central hub to have your all your promotional material and the links for the resources that you need and all of those things
Yeah.
as a way to categorize any launch
And
and
organize and track.
organize and track.
Well,
I would
yeah.
think so. Like, um, Andrea has been working really hard to put together this launch planner to try and really make sure we include all of the components. I think any business could come in and say, hey, I do this like other thing that maybe we don't do. So there's that chance of that happening.
Yeah.
Um, but yes, if you love our like hub and like second brain, like
Yeah.
this
Think of
will definitely work.
Yeah, think of this as like your hub for your launch. It has everything that you need, all the pieces for your marketing, all the pieces for you to track your sales. Yeah, so definitely can be used for any launch, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It
Right?
makes it really clear. Like you could dump all of that into your second brain, but
Yeah.
I think your second brain would start getting cluttered. So it's nice having like a consolidated, like, hey, here's my launch planner to go to.
Yeah, and then it's something for you to come back to next year, right? So next year we're gonna use the Black Friday one for Black Friday, the 12 days one for the 12 days, and then those hubs for those launches, the hub for the Black Friday and the hub for the 12 days, we're going to add that to our main second brain, right? Our main hub for the business. So we're going to have in our second brain, we have launches, right? For example, or campaigns or promotions or whatever it is that you want to name it. And then there you have the 12 days hub, Black Friday hub, workshop hub, whatever it is that you're launching that day. Then yeah.
We usually do like an anniversary one. So we'll have like our like Spreadsheetables birthday launch in there.
Yes, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Cool. All right. If you guys
Cool.
have any other questions, feel free to drop them below. But we're going to head out and look after our 12 days campaign and make sure everything's going smoothly.
Thank you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.